There is exciting news about future DLC content coming for Jurassic World Evolution 2 this year. First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to Business Slot for bringing this to my attention that there is indeed news to cover. In his video, Business Slot discusses a financial report from past September that I've done a video about previously a couple of weeks ago, but he also referenced a new slide that I hadn't seen, which was shared by Isaac Boy on Reddit. And this is a slide that is not from that financial report that I covered and that the rest of Business Lot's video is about. And I was curious about where this slide was from to sort of, properly authenticate that it is from the proper sources. And yes, it is. I have the full financial report right here. It is the FY23 interim financial reports for the period of June 1st, 2022 to the 30th of November 2022. And it was published this January, right here. Now you might be thinking, period June 2022 to November 2022, that's in the past, that's not the future. That's very correct. You are awake. I can confirm that. But what I can also confirm is that there is DLC planned for the future. I want to take a little detour to this slide right here, which compares all of Frontier's big games from the moment of their launch throughout their lifetime as they're being supported. And the top line, the purple line, is Jurassic World Evolution 1, very clearly their most successful game. And right underneath that, in light purple, or lilac, as the artists would call it. I don't know why I did that. But right underneath that is Jurassic World Evolution 2. And it is, at this point, really close to the success of the first game. So that has to be very exciting for Frontier, but it's also exciting for us because the reason that it is getting this close to the success of the first game is through the launch of DLCs, and specifically the launch of the Dominion DLC along with the Dominion film. You can really see this super sharp incline in the graph with the release of the Dominion film and the DLC that came out at the same time. So, you might expect that they would learn from that and consider adding even more DLCs to continue upticking that graph one by one to get it to the equivalent or even to surpass the success of Jurassic World Evolution 1. But this is all still the past. We want to have a look at the future. So I'm going to scroll down to the slide that was also shared on Reddit. This is the only slide in the report that is actually relevant for the future of Jurassic World Evolution 2. I read through this report and there's nothing else in there. There's no other clues in here. It's all really about this slide. What I want to address first is this first headline: double launch strategy has been effective with PDLC performing well. I think what they're referencing here is that the game launched with only old Jurassic World content, missing all of the Dominion content, and then the second launch, so to speak, was the arrival of the Dominion DLC and then later the Malta DLC. I think that's what they mean. It's interesting to call it a double launch. But hey, if that works for you guys, congratulations. Here they talk about how it is getting really close to the success of Jurassic World Evolution 1. Jurassic World Evolution 2 delivered £73 million of revenue in its first 14 months, which is 96% of the £76 million achieved by Jurassic World Evolution 1 in its first 14 months. So it's really just a couple of million off, which a couple of million sounds very dismissive to say, but when we're talking about big numbers like this, that is a fairly minimal amount of difference at this point. And the game is getting close to 2 million base game unit sales. It is now at 1.8. What we are excited about, though, as people who already have the base game and we've been playing it for a while, what we are excited about is the future. And that is hinted at, confirmed in this one short sentence at the very end of this slide. PDLC is scheduled throughout CY 2023. Now, in my previous video, speculating about the future of Jurassic World Evolution 2, every reference that I could find was 2023, which means financial year 2023. And as we know, that's financial year 2023 starts in June 2022 and ends in May 2023. So that didn't give us that much to go off, especially since that report was launched in September. So every reference to a DLC release in financial year 2023 could have just referenced the Malta expansion, which did launch in financial year 2023, but calendar year 2022. So this is exciting that this says CY 2023 because that means calendar year. And calendar year is just the 1st of January 2023 to the 31st of December 2023. And the second exciting thing is throughout. Now, words don't have as much meaning to some people as they do for me. I'm a very, very literal person. Hi, autism, yay. I also used to be a copywriter, so that combination means that I use words very purposefully, at least when I'm writing. When I'm talking, not so much. Accidents happen between the brain and the mouth. But PDLC scheduled throughout calendar year 2023, I would assume that that means coverage throughout the entire year. I previously predicted that perhaps we would only get 2 more DLCs, one in March and one in June, with the one in June celebrating the 30th anniversary of the first Jurassic Park movie and being the finale DLC of this game. That's what I speculated. But the use of the word throughout has me thinking that they might continue past the June mark. Because if you stop something in June, I feel like the word throughout is misleading. And they're not saying this to us, by the way. A financial report is not really for the fans, it's for the stakeholders, it's for their investors. This is important information shared with people and organizations that are important to their company and to their financial success. So I really feel like this hints at what I was hoping for and what many other people were expecting, that we can see 4 DLCs this year, like support throughout the entire year. So something in March, something in June, something in September, and something in December, with that DLC, the December DLC, potentially being the last to come to the game. In any case, it is now officially confirmed that we have DLCs coming this year. Now that probably doesn't come as a surprise since we were all expecting that to happen, but this is actually the first time that has been confirmed. I want the gravitas of that to be clear to you. Like, yeah, we were all expecting it, but technically we could have all been wrong up until this very moment. This very moment confirms that we were all right. We are getting content this year at the very least. At the very least, it means 1 more DLC, potentially 2 more DLCs, 3 more DLCs, 4 more DLCs, whatever the case is, new content is coming to Jurassic World Evolution 2 this year. This was a very boring video, I apologize for that, but nevertheless, I hope that the news encapsulated within it is exciting to you. And now we can start daydreaming and wishlisting about what those DLCs are going to be. If you want to stay up to date on the news and creative content covering Jurassic World Evolution 2, then consider subscribing to the channel. Again, another huge shout out to Best in Slot because I wouldn't have thought to check Reddit today because I'm dealing with my own stuff right now with a pet that went to the vet today, so my mind has been elsewhere. So yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate him bringing it to my attention, to the attention of all of his fans, and I just wanted to make sure that everyone in my viewer base is also up to date, because of course that is my mission, my goal in life, to bring you the Jurassic World Evolution 2. Alright, I'm gonna end it right here. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and until next time, enjoy the game.